When you see this video, it is hard to believe no one died, but everyone made it out of this fire at the senior center in Lakewood, and that includes a parakeet.
It wasn't just any parakeet. It was so special to its owner that she was not going to leave it behind, even risking her life to save it. Jamie Leary reports on the help that they both received.
The resident who was in her unit still was at a window yelling at firefighters that she was in there.
The flames had already spread beyond the third floor. Lee Malsby and his chief were among the first on scene and rushed to the woman's aid.
The smoke was banked down all the way to the floor. You could barely see her feet if you were standing.
She was crawling on the ground to avoid the smoke.
I got to the resident and she said, "You have to get my bird. You got to get my bird." And I said, "Well, where is it?" And she had her hands on the cage and she wouldn't let it go. And I said, "You have to let it go. We got to go." She said, "Not without my bird." So I literally picked her up and did the stereotypical fireman's carry, put her on my shoulder.
Malsby promised her he would go back.
She and the bird were inseparable, and the firefighters got both her and the bird out safely.
Extra resources were called to make sure everyone got out.
Well, they were marvelous.
Peggy Sellers was among those evacuated.
I think when you've lived this long, you've been through a lot of things and so forth, and you don't usually get that excited or panic.
Any smoke in your apartment?
Yes, there's this odor more than anything.
But you're feeling okay?
That I'm feeling fine.
Thanks to the quick work of fire crews, flames were contained to just one part of the building.
The officers did a great job of calling additional units right away because they did know that the residents would need that extra level of help.
Is this your first parakeet rescue?
My first parakeet rescue for sure.
We're told the woman and her parakeet are doing just fine. The woman was hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries and has family in town to help out. For others who are displaced without family, we're told that the senior living facility is really stepping up to help them find temporary shelter either at hotels or other nearby living facilities. Reporting from Lakewood, Jamie Leary covering Colorado First.